Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. So, I am trying to figure out what is wrong in this room. Hey, look, there's a big red... No, I guess it's not the big red dot. Is it the other big red dot? It is not the other big red dot. What do you want me to interact with? Oh, right! The machine gun fire came from somewhere. Was she killed here and dragged off? What? Alright, let's see. It's a security camera. Gamma. It's a camera. It's a security camera with a gun-looking thing attached. That's really freaking intimidating. Alright, well, it's not that. The door is blocked by an enormous slab of metal adorned with some strange-looking machines. Okay. Well, he said it was up to me. Ah! Okay, I didn't know I could turn this far around. There's a letterbox here. Maybe there's something inside. Are these Electro IDs? Not just one, but 3. Why here of all places? Sounds like you found them. What? You knew these were here? I just recently happened upon them myself. That's not making me suspect you at all. It seems Electro IDs are returned to the letterbox when their owner dies. How many are there? I didn't even count them. How many were there? So you're saying these Electro IDs belong to Enoshima, Kuwata, and Meizono. And you have eyes, use them. I grabbed one of the Electro IDs and tried turning it on. Sayaka Meizono. You were right. This is Meizono's Electro ID. Now, do you understand what I meant when we were talking about the loophole and the rules? Yeah, because, well, that's an observation we made when we were looking at their bodies, is that the Electro IDs, or at least Meizono's, was missing. So we assumed that it was something maybe the killer did, though it was never brought up since, but now we know it must have been something that, Monokuma did. Yeah, I think so. Take a good, close look at the school rules. This is what they say. You are forbidden from lending your Electro ID to anyone. The rule prohibits the act of lending, but not of borrowing. So this is what he was talking about. Loaded Electro IDs into your Electro ID. How very, Inception of them. You can find it in Meta. Meta is what I was thinking. You can find it in your ammunition menu. Hmm? What happened? Is something wrong? That's strange. One of these Electro IDs won't boot up. You mean it's broken? Whose is it? The other Electro ID says it belongs to Junko Enoshima. So that means the broken one is Kawada's? In that case, I'm not surprised. With how many baseballs it had slammed into it. Oh, right. Slammed with baseballs, because that's how he died. Really? We're gonna have to relive this? The memory of that moment came rushing back. Of the horrid executions that took his life. Of that tasteless production the puppet master made. Of the end of a human being's life. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either, if it broke after all that. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What's your problem? Your Electro ID is a key item. Integral to your life here in this academy. So don't go thinking smacking it around with a few balls or anything is gonna break it. But it actually... I said it won't, so it won't. It can easily withstand having a 10-ton anvil dropped on it at 100 meters below sea level is cake. Doesn't matter how many baseballs you throw at it, it's not gonna break. No way, Jose. However, even the almighty Electro ID has one weakness. Weakness? That's classified. Can't have you going breaking yours because I blurted it out. So Kawada unwittingly stumbled upon this weakness and broke his Electro ID? Who knows? If you ask me, I don't think his Electro ID is broken. Who knows though? And then Monokuma disappeared, leaving us to ponder the meaning of his extremely suggestive commentary. What was that all about? Monokuma says Kawada's Electro ID isn't broken. But we have it right here, and it won't start up. It's not all that important. At the very least, it doesn't have anything to do with the murder. Is it really irrelevant? I feel that way too. Something tells me that it might not be the case. Loaded broken Electro ID into your Electro ID. You can find it in the how very meta. Well, that should do it for the preliminary work. Okay, alright. I'd say it's time we start doing some real investigation. Ripping the mask off this psychopath. You mean whoever killed Fujisaki? Not exactly. What? Not exactly. So, was it the turrets? Do I just talk to you now? Alright, let's just talk to you now. What do you mean, not exactly, Togami? Well, yes, I do want to find the culprit. To be more precise, what I really want to do is uncover Genocider Show's true identity. So, you really think Genocider Show killed Fujisaki? Of course I do. There's no doubt in my mind the culprit is Genocider Show. Genocider Show is that homicidal maniac, right? Who else would it be? He's a villainous, brutal, and determined serial killer. Demented. He chooses his victims at random and without warning. The police can't find a pattern. The internet has dubbed the suspects of these serial murder cases Genocider Show. So they've told us this like a billion times, but it's very anime of them to keep saying it. The idea that his victims numbered in the thousands is obviously just an urban legend. Okay, alright, okay. But still, you're saying that one of us is that psychopathic serial killer. Precisely. But that's insane. I have unintelligible proof. Undeniable, not intelligible. Okay, whatever. Yeah, sure. We'll go with the first one. The undeniable proof. And I'm going to show that to you. Okay. Do I keep talking to you? What? Did you say you're not gonna show it to me? Oh! I can say with certainty that Genocider's show is somewhere in this building. With certainty? With certainty? Really? When we're done here, I'm going to take you somewhere and show you proof that it was Genocider's show who killed Chikiro Fujisaki. Proof? Does he actually have proof? Hey guys! Is he gonna take me somewhere and murder me and be like, oh, I'm Genocider's show? Ha 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 ha! There's trouble. Help! We're busy. Get out of here. That's, it's an emergency. An emergency! Help, please! Alright, lady. What's up? It's an emergency! An emergency! Help! Help, please! Please help! Or something. Asahina, relax. But it's an emergency. What's the emergency? Fukawa's in trouble. She's acting funny. Actually, she's been acting funny. What do you want to do, Togami? Taco! Fukawa, huh? I'm a little concerned about her. Let's go see how she's doing. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I have to say, I didn't expect that. I totally thought he would blow her off. I assume that he's going to try to say that she's Genocider's show. Come on, hurry, hurry! Hold on, Asahina! It looks like she was heading for the dorms, probably Fukawa's bedroom. Got it. Sheesh! You guys are such slowpokes. You're just too fast. So, what's the problem? After what happened in the changing room, me and Ishimaru brought Fukawa to her room to rest. A little while later, I thought I'd check up on her. She was acting kind of strange. She absolutely refused to leave her room, and she was mumbling all sorts of weird things. What do you mean, weird? Why don't you try talking to her yourself? Alright. Okay. Maybe she's gonna murder me. May as well just try the bell. Ding dong. The door slid open without a sound. Hey, lady. That is a cute beauty mark you got there. Whoa. The negative aura that spilled through the crack in the door almost knocked me off my feet. What? Well, Asahina was worried about you because you locked yourself in here. Leave me alone. Would you at least open the door for me? I won't let her run free. Huh? I will not let Genocider's show run free. She slammed the door in my face. What? She was like that when I came by earlier, too. I'll banish that accursed homicidal maniac. I have no idea what's going on about... What she's going on about. There we go. Ha! But I was scared to just leave her like that. So I tried forcing the door open. But it looks like she's barricaded the door and I couldn't get it open any further. Fukawa is so frightened, she's barricaded herself in her room. Does she have the same idea as Togami? And it was the serial killer genocider Sho who murdered Fujisaki? Is that why she's so scared? I'm really worried about her. I wonder if there's anyone who can talk her out of there. Out of there. It's probably not gonna be you, but hey. Hey, Togami, would you mind giving it— oh, right, because she's madly in love with him or something. Giving it a shot? See if maybe you can convince her to leave her room. I suppose. Huh? You'll try to talk to her, Togami? I'm surprised. You actually can be nice sometimes. No, he can't. He's luring her out. Without a word, Togami approached the door and placed his fingers on the intercom. Ding dong! A few moments later. Leave me alone! For God's Sogami! It's Togami. I'm so sorry. I couldn't keep a promise. But you don't need to worry. I won't let her run free. I won't let Genocider Sho run free anymore. And then she closed the door. Even Togami couldn't do it. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's get back to the investigation. Huh, hold on a second. What did Fukawa mean by our promise? Promise? Hell if I know. Probably just another one of her delusions. But I said I don't know. Let Asahina deal with Fukawa. Yeah. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Alright, so here are the cogs that are turning in my mind. Togami somehow found out that it was, her, like, split personality or something that was the psycho killer. And he's framing the psycho killer for the, he knows the MO, so he's framing the psycho killer for the crime because he knew that the psycho killer was in here with us. So, of course, we would figure out the evidence. Right? I mean, maybe it's him framing her and he made a deal with her or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's go. Without even waiting for a response, Togami started walking away. Togami! I frantically pursued him. No matter how many times I tried calling to him along the way, he didn't so much as look back at me, let alone respond. He simply marched forward, not stopping until he reached his destination. A library? What are you waiting for? Go inside. You're not gonna kill me, right? Okay. I wanted to... You're wasting your time looking there. Find someplace better to investigate. You mean like the archive room? As I recall, this door leads to the archives, right? Go on in. Are you gonna kill me in here? Because every single time I've tried interacting with this door, you would not let me in. So the proof is here. You'll see. Holy, that's a lot of documents, and this place takes Dusty to a whole new level.
つまり
I believe you'll find there's enough valuable information in this room to warrant putting up with the dust. Okay, where to start? Alright, we'll start with this random box here. It's an empty wooden box. From the markings and the dust, I guess there used to be something in here. Maybe? I don't know. You know what it used to be in the... Do you know what used to be in this box? There was an extension cord in there. I brought it to the library. Is that what was used to tie up, Girly? An extension cord. Are we gonna find out that he was the killer and then he's going to kill us and blame it on Genocider's show? Hey, I recognize this desk lamp. It's just like the one Togami was using in the other room.
なんだ
It's a lamp? What of it? There was another one of these here that I brought into the library proper. The lighting is dismal in there, so it's necessary to read. That was useless information. Yay, he brought a lamp in here. Alright, just a camera. Alright. This shelf is packed edge to edge with files. I reach out and picked one up at random. A fine choice. Huh? That's a copy of a case file from a certain country's national archives concerning the assassination of one of their presidents. They're planning at long last to unveil it 30 years from now. Just don't come running to me when you become a target for learning that information early. I silently return the file to its place on the shelf. What are you talking about? And why do you believe this guy? The shelf is full of notebooks and folders. I wonder what's in them.
やめろ
Those files are dangerous. Dangerous. That shelf contains detailed data on the people who run the world. It's info civilians should never know. You mean, like, about members of the Diet? What? I mean the people controlling them. The true ruling class. If you don't mind being erased, go ahead, take a look. You'll find a lot of surprising names in there. You're joking, right? Care to find out? Just to be safe, I'll abstain. Then why the hell are we here? Okay, well, he's standing in front of things. The bookshelf is packed tight with thick files. Allow me to give you a word of warning before you decide whether or not to look at those. That shelf contains hundreds, if not thousands, of case files, crime scene photos, and all, including some that a normal person wouldn't be able to handle seeing. Just a warning. Okay, so he saw them. I assume he's not a normal person. And also, this whole section is weird. He brought me here to show me evidence, and now there's all this stuff that should not be seen. And also, why the hell is that stuff here? Like, why would a high school have that stuff? Or prep school? Or I don't know what the hell this is. Anyway, why would a school have that stuff here? What do you mean? Unable to handle? Every single one of those are cold case files. Internal, confidential police documents that would, under normal circumstances, never see the light of day. Huh? So have you come to appreciate how extraordinary these archives are? This room is the reason I was so interested in the library. Confidential police and government documents, things that would never be available publicly, fill the room. It's glorious. You weren't joking? You have this terrible habit of deciding things must be false if they do not fit your view of reality. Okay, I think that's like most people. Like, if things don't fit into what they think reality is, then they think that it's a lie. I mean, I assume that is the human condition. I have no idea how you could even expect me to believe all this is real. And anyway, who could have collected all this, and how could they have done it? Either Hope's Academy is just an infiltration, or the Puppet Master just didn't want me getting bored. Huh? I can't do it. I can't keep up with him. This is just too outrageous. Sorry, like the cogs in my mind are going, so if I'm like taking large breaks in between reading, I'm like trying to process information and connect dots. What? Do you still not believe me? I'd like to know how you can, and any normal person couldn't. I'd like to know how you can, any normal person couldn't. What is normal? That is true. What is normal? Normal, average, simple, they do not exist. If you can't comprehend that, you can't possibly understand the fundamental precepts of this world. My ears are starting to hurt. You're also basing your comments on what you consider common sense. Don't apply your pedestrian common sense to someone in my position. These documents here are, without question, legitimate. Having seen them before, I can... Well, wait. You said you've seen these before. But these are all highly classified documents, aren't they? Then why? My house has a reading room in it, much like these archives, though it's not nearly as small and dusty. What? Members of the Togami family have full, unrestricted access to government data. I hope that this is not a real thing. I hope that there are not extremely rich people who have government secrets just lying around for their own amusement. And not just domestically either. But why? How? Do you remember what I said earlier about the true ruling class? The Togami family is part of that. Then how the hell did you end up here? Noble blood flows through my veins. Blood that will, one day, have me sitting at the top of the world. As one of the rulers, it is necessary for me to have a vast wealth of knowledge about the world. So, whenever I had the time, I would read whatever documents or records interested me. And that is why I can say with absolute certainty that the files here are unquestionably real. This is no longer a question of whether I believe or not. I'm starting to think Togami is infinitely more terrifying than the Puppet Master. The things that interest me the most were police case files for unsolved crimes. Ever since I was young, one of my hobbies has been looking at unsolved case files. It was a great way to work my mind, and I solved more than a few cases while I was at it. Lately, there's been one case I've had a particular fascination with: the genocider show serial killings. As he spoke, Togami pulled a single file from one of his sleeves.
So,
This is that file. Every report filed on the genocider show case is right here. Because there's so much of it, I'll just give you the summary of the most important information. To start off, there are two unique characteristics to the genocider show murders. Okay, alright. Not murderers. First, genocider show always writes bloodbath fever in the victim's blood somewhere at the crime scene. And second, genocider show's victims are all crucified. The phrase bloodbath fever in the victim's blood and crucifixion. That's just like what happened to Fujisaki. Okay, so you're capable of copying the MO because you're familiar with the case. Like, that doesn't... It's been done. It's been done. Hold on to your surprise. The investigating part has yet to come. The second characteristic, that he crucified his victims, is only known to those at the very highest levels of law enforcement. The media hasn't been given that information. What? You have that information? What I'm saying is, his bloody calling card is public knowledge and anyone could find out about it. But only the upper of the police and genocider show himself know about the crucifixions. And you. Now, back to Fujisaki's body. Hey look, it's that extension cord. She was, as I recall, propped up as if she had been crucified. So the question became, how did the serial killer know that particular detail of genocider show's MO?
so,
And that's where the problem lies. But there's an easy answer.
つまり
The culprit was not a copycat, but genocider show himself. You mean herself.
つまりだ
This is my proof that someone here is actually genocider show. Then it's true? Someone here is a demented serial killer?
面白い
Wahahaha! This case has gotten rather interesting, hasn't it? Who would have expected we had an infamous homicidal maniac participating in this game? I suggest you look over this file yourself, Negi. I'm sure you'll find plenty of useful information in it.
ね
If you come begging and crying, I'll consider showing it to you. So you want me to cry and beg? Hey, Togami, you mind if I take a look around? Or look at it or something? The genocider show case file?
まあいいだろう
You are neither begging nor crying, but I suppose I can let you off easy. You can look at it as much as you want here, but you cannot take it out of this room. The genocider show serial murder top secret. With my nerves on a high alert, I took the file from Togami and began flipping through it. My hand stopped when it came to a page containing a series of crime scene photos. Those are scissors. Names and pictures of genociders shows victims fill page after page. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda. Gaku Shoji Isuebed Cannon, 14. Wow. Okay. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Nataro Komosu, Garaba, Bababa, lots of other names, and on and on. At the very least, I have learned that every single one of the numerous victims are killed and crucified in the exact same manner. It doesn't appear to be exact same. I mean, the scissors are kind of in different spots. I mean, the scissors and the wrist are the same. Oh, hey, also, the person wasn't killed with scissors, so it could have been a copycat killer anyway. In addition, he always leaves the message bloodbath fever in the victim's blood at the scene. And all of the victims were male. Take a look at the next page. I'm sure you'll find what's written there very interesting. The next page. Suspect profile. Murders either occur late night or weekdays, or during the afternoon or evening on weekends. It must frequently occur in the early afternoon on weekends. Based on the above information, we believe the suspect is, with a high degree of probability, a student. Additionally, we have evidence showing the suspect remain at the scene for extended periods of time, and then flees from the scene in a panic, as there have been no reported sightings of the suspect. It appears he exhibits this peculiar behavior. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's possible it is actually, what's her name? Irrespective of any external influences. Based on this apparently illogical inconsistent behavior, we hypothesize the suspect has a severe case of dissociative identity disorder. In short, they're saying it's possible Genocider's show is someone who has multiple personalities. Yeah. Multiple personalities, like the sort of thing you see on TV. That was weird. And once again, things have started losing touch with reality. But everything else I've heard leading up to this has been far, far more unbelievable. Does the fact that this doesn't seem quite so strange mean I'm becoming desensitized to absurdity? Possibly. Loaded Genocider Show's case file into your lecture ID so you can find it in the ammunition menu. Alright then, let's get going. Huh? Get going? Going where? Out of here. We don't have any more business here. Hey, hold on a second. Togami? Togatami? Tugudami. And yet again, I found myself chasing Togami as he walked off without me. Okay, well, I'm done with you now. I have other business to attend to before class trials. Huh? Already? Oy vey. You thought we'd be together forever? Spare me the imposing misunderstanding, would you? The rest of your investigation is on your shoulders. See you later at the trial. And with that, he disappeared from my sight. He recruited me out of the blue, and then he fired me just as suddenly. Part of me feels like I just got dragged around by the collar. But there's no denying that. Thanks to him, I gained a lot of valuable information. Right, but it's information he wanted you to have. He is my primary suspect. Like, I know that... I don't know. It's supposed to be like, oh, well... I don't know. I don't know what the writers want of me. Genocider show, because it could go either way. Either they wanted me to suspect him from the very beginning, which is why he was the next killer. But then again, no one else... If no one else is going to kill each other, then I imagine he just would have gotten tired of it and tried to make the perfect crime. Genocider show, the villainous serial murderer responsible for Fujisaki's death, is apparently one of us! Somehow, I've got to figure out who that is. And to do that, there are a few places I need to go. First is the scene of the crime, the woman's change room. I should also check out the men's change room. Next, some of the others might have information I don't. So I should try talking to them too. Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm gonna go save it to make sure that I actually do it. Yay! Okay, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like. Comment on what you think is going on, who you think my primary suspect should be. We know that, well, I guess we don't know, but we're pretty sure that, Fukawa has the split personality, and she very possibly could be Genocider Show. And while she's a murderer, probably, I don't think that she committed these murders necessarily, because I feel like it would be a perfect crime to frame a murderer for murder, right? Anyway, go check out the other videos I've done, and I will see you soon. Oh my god,